Hey guys, welcome to our full ministry update. So we've been getting a lot of questions from you guys like, where'd you go when quarantine started? Are you living in a tent again? Weren't you building a house? Whatever happened to that? Where's your studio? Where are you making your videos and things? So all these questions, and we're going to answer all of them right now.
Okay, so first things first is our living situation. The room that we're staying in right now, this isn't our home. This is actually Laura's parents' house. And this is their bedroom that they allowed us to stay in, so we don't have to go live in the tent. I guess we could go back to the tent.
Well, it's getting warmer, so now we probably could.
But we don't have to. We don't need to. You know, that kind of thing. So to answer all those three questions where we're shooting our videos, well, here's the backdrop.
That's the backdrop. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Or right there, we were recording too.
Yes, I've been doing a lot of videos from my desk in this back corner, and it's been good.
And you may be asking where we record. Well, let me take you to the recording studio.
So back here is our makeshift studio. This is basically just, was that cardboard?
Yeah.
And we like duct taped our soundproofing material to it to kind of create this canal of sound dampening.
And it works?
And it sort of works, yeah, it works pretty well.
And then you just come right over here and do the video.
So this looks wonderful when it's all the way down. And we just acquired this because we needed something to shoot in, because I don't know if you noticed, but like the walls are not painted or anything. It's just drywall and mud. So everywhere you look, like none of the walls in the house at all are finished. So we wanted to get something nicer for you guys to look at, and this was our best option.
So now that you've seen the high-tech recording studio and the video studio, what happens when we're done? Well, you come on over here to the editing department. It's a long walk, so you really got to take a break now and then, but just come over here. This is the editing studio, and we're actually working on a brand new original song right now. I just finished writing one. I actually have two more after this, but we just finished one. It's recorded, it's edited, it's almost about to be released, but we thought we would give you just a sneak peek of what it'll sound like.
Let's do that.
Okay.
It almost looks like you're the one that edits your songs, but it's me.
Well, I mean, technically I do deep breath and do all.
You've actually been picking up a lot of editing. Laura's
I've been
becoming
editing.
She's becoming a very good audio engineer. Anyways, into Laura's original song.
So this is our new song.
For that day when my Lord descends, trumps will sound, the dead will live again, together with the Lamb.
All right, that's it. No more.
No more?
No more.
No more? And before I forget to mention, my new computer came in. Some of you guys remember that Laura ran a fundraiser over Christmas. Recently, with some other donations that have come in, we were able to buy a new laptop. And we've talked about it before, but having this computer allows us to do more work more efficiently. And it is already showing that I've just edited some videos already, and it's just light years ahead of my old setup here. I've been more than I mean, I'm more than grateful for having this tool to be able to do more work and to do more ministry. And that's honestly what it is at the end of the day. It'd be real easy to sit here and think he spent all this money on something like a computer or electronics, and there's a lot going on with the pandemic and that kind of mindset, but this is strictly for working for the gospel's sake, and it just allows us to do so much more, and I'm very thankful for this. I really appreciate being able today to be able to have this in front of us and utilize it with everything that's going on.
All right, so that's what's coming up next. And a couple more original songs. Because we've been home so much, I've actually had the chance to finally focus on recording or writing original songs. So we'll get a lot of those next. And then we have another project coming up that's close to being done, and that is the children's CD.
And I have been working pretty diligently on that CD. There's Bible verses in that CD too.
Yeah, we actually got a lot of kids involved in the CD. Mm-hmm. And we got to, in Roseburg, Oregon, there was a school, and we actually got a whole classroom of kids to each record a Bible verse to go before each song. So it'll help the kids memorize the verses, and I'm pretty excited about that CD.
It'd be really cool. And it's not like It's like a children's album in the sense where the songs are like children oriented. They're good songs, just not like your nursery rhyme, your kind of like
they're
normal.
geared toward kids, but they're not like
your standard children's music.
Okay, so the other question that you guys were asking about is what happened to the house that we were building? We're going to talk about that now.
There's a house way out there. Let's go over there. Let's just teleport. Ready? Here we go. And bam! Here we are.
Here we are.
Let's do it. Okay, so most of you guys remember, if you watch any of our other videos, that we built a subfloor within this building. And this is going to ultimately turn into our home. But right now, as it is, pretty much exactly how we left it.
Pretty
except
close. It's almost the house. You can see it, right?
No.
Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So we're going to add the rest of the floor. And then this whole section in here is going to be the living area and studio. So it'll have half of all of our studio and then living space, a little wood stove right here in the middle. This is the kitchen right here. And as you can see, it's my current inventory. This is all my CDs and shipping supplies right here. So this is the current store. And then, but this is the kitchen. And then you come over here, we'll have the bathroom right over here. And on the other side, it's going to be the storage room, which will be the place where we keep all of our equipment, all the CDs. It'll be our closet too, everything. So, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So here's the good news. Me and Laura actually did pretty well on our last tour, and just before I got cut short, of course, we were saving a lot of money and we were putting aside for this build and for this home. And right now, as it is, I think Laura informed me a couple days ago that we have enough to start doing the first 3 phases, which is putting in the rest of the floor, right? The frames and the ceiling frames. Now that doesn't get us to the boards and the insulation, but it gets us that much closer to putting together a functioning living space.
So the plan is, while we are building the floor and the wall frames and all of that, to continue saving so that hopefully by then we'll have enough to continue the next phase, which would be, I think, electrical and insulation.
Insulation, yeah.
And then while we're doing that, try to save up so
And
then
then
we
the
can do the
appliances,
drywall and the appliances.
Yeah.
So basically we're taking it one phase at a time. And I love my checklists and my to-do list, so I made an entire long list of every step involved in building this house so I can just check it off one thing at a time.
Yep. And it most definitely is going to be a cumbersome thing to accomplish, and it might sound very difficult and really out there, but it's something that we definitely need in our lives, and also for ministry's sake. I don't think can sustain a proper workspace within that small bedroom and be able to do at the maximum of what we can do. Because when you share a space, there's just not a lot of time to do everything. Sometimes Laura wants to record, and we can't do it because someone's at home doing something or someone else is...
You hear every sound in the house because it's a very tiny house.
Yeah.
So...
And then, I don't know if you guys know, but Laura's mom is a piano player. So she has lots of projects and stuff, too, that she needs to play on her piano. And the piano's right next to my editing, suite or my computer and in our room. So there's times when I would love to work, but I can't work because she needs to work. And allowing to have our own space not only allows us to do more ministry, honestly, it will negate all of those distractions or those things or those hindrances.
And also we've been married for 3 years, and it'll be our first time as a married couple actually having our own space. So we're heading now to the family garden that we're going to show you. But while we're on our way, I wanted to also give you an update and let you know that the new CD that I just released, the Gift of Redeeming Love, we've been getting really good feedback on that CD. And it was crazy because in the first couple of weeks, we actually sold more of that album than all of our CD sales combined for the year before, not including concert sales. I'm talking about online sales. But yeah, so it's been really good. And actually, I was going to tell you guys, I had a friend of mine call me, and I think he's about in his 60s, and has a lot of heart problems and things like that. And we've been friends for years. But he's never allowed me to talk about God with him. Like, he doesn't want anything to do with that. You don't bring up the topic, nothing. But I sent him that CD as a gift, and he actually called me the other day just to tell me how much he loved it and that he was listening to all of it. So even though I've never been able to talk to him, he's going to hear the entire story about Calvary and God's love. And so keep him in prayer, because I'm just really hoping that it'll get through to him.
This is our community garden. It's actually really big, to tell you the truth, but we're actually going to extend it, double its size now, and it's going to be pretty massive. And we're just kind of looking forward to the future, in the sense that we need to be self-sustaining. And honestly, we're just trying to take counsel on, move out of the cities into the countryside and work in the cities, but live, outside of it. And having a garden, living in the mountains and all that kind of stuff is just what we're called to do. So we're trying to do our best. So, all in all, we've been doing a lot of work. We have been indoors, and it's most definitely is a strange feeling, because it's put a stop to our ministry. I think one of our sister ministries put out a newsletter talking about how almost 50% of their income, depleted overnight because of the pandemic. And we can attest to that same thing. But it seems like the Lord has been providing for us. There has been a handful of individuals that have continually and monthly supported us. And that quite literally has kept us afloat to continue to make music, to do videos, and to basically put food on our tables, to tell you the truth. And to that, all we can say is thank you. Honestly, I mean, without that support, I don't know where we would be. Most of you guys know we're a self-sustaining ministry, so without that support, I don't think we'd be anywhere. We would still want to do ministry, but it would be that much more difficult to do. And just because the world is shut down or we can't travel doesn't mean we're going to stop doing ministry. We're trying to be as mission-minded as possible with the things that we have. We don't have the best internet in the world here, but I'm trying my best to do digital evangelism. We have the capabilities to make more music, so Laura is putting all of her efforts into making new content and new music.
So that's where we're at. We're actually busier than ever right now, and we got a lot of new stuff coming up, and we're super excited about this building project. I can't even tell you how excited we are.
Mm-hmm.
So we just wanted to take a moment and just let you know and say thank you for your support that you've shown us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And so we really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys keeping the ministry in prayer, because I know that you do. You let me know. And we know that that's working.
Moving forward, we have all these projects, lots of work to do, and we're dedicated to accomplishing them and finishing them for the sake of the gospel, for kingdom's sakes. And it's been a blessing to be able to do this work, and it's something that I don't think we would do anything else, to tell you the truth. And just with that, we just wanted to give you an update and just tell you how we're living in our unfinished, parents' home, and this situation is, everything's okay, and we're out here, still working, and we're not going to stop working. So with that, I guess we'll see you guys later.
And keep an eye out, because the new original song's coming.
Yes, pretty soon. I'll play a little bit more here at the end. Okay, bye.
Take